Welcome back, everybody. You can see me, you can hear me. International Master William Pascal, aka Sladgy on Twitch. We're playing on lichess.org. The troll on the roll. I thought you'd be encrypted by now. Damn. Anonymous isn't here today, and he's got a beautiful quote in the tournament there. That's a definitely kind of depressed philosopher there. Garry Kasparov unleashing a popular Russian joke today. So Donald Trump dies, and obviously, it goes to hell, and because you don't expect him to go to the other place. Anyway, so Donald Trump dies, goes to hell, and then he's like complaining to Satan that, he wants to go back and he didn't get to see what happened to his legacy. So the devil is like, all right. Satan's like, all right, Trump, I'll give you 1 hour to go back and see what you did. And so Trump's like, okay, great. I want to go to New York City for 1 hour. This is like years in the future. Trump dies, gets to come back and see what happened. He goes to New York City, goes to a bar. Trump goes in a bar, and he asks the bartender, hey, I'm Donald Trump, remember me? Oh, yes, sir, Donald. Sir Donald, how are you? Yeah, well, great to see you, sir. We've got Greenland now, the Panama Canal, Canada is part. And Trump's like, yeah, great. Oh, man, that's great. See, I knew we could do it. And then Trump's like, well, what about Europe? And the guy's like, yeah, they couldn't resist us either. So Trump's like, oh, that's great. So we're really controlling most of the whole world now. My empire is complete. And so he's like, all right, well, the devil said I only had an hour, so I should go back. And how much do I owe you? And the bartender's like, yeah, you owe me like one ruble and 50 kopecks. So this is apparently a popular joke these days in Mordor. All right, Garry Kasparov, little dystopian Russian humor. So Sparkle Horse, B3 Noob, Dimitar, Chess Riddler, Morales, Troll on a Roll, Roslambert, Asterbait. And yeah, we're gonna get started here. We've got my delivery is not great, but it's Kasparov's joke. Well, he heard it somewhere. Anyway, Kopiec, Denny Kopiec. International Master Danny Kopiec. So anyway, Hungarian Pride not happening, thanks to dystopian rulers. But I'm going to try to stay away from the politics. Get enough of that. All right, Pawnda Blitz Arena, guys. By the way, we reached our dementia goal for this year. We reached our desktop goal we reached our desktop goal. There was this article on the phone, those phone articles, clickbait. It was like 5 signs that you're developing Alzheimer's. Like I just hit all of them. 5 verbal signs, you're probably developing Alzheimer's. Okay, we've got 9 minutes to go. So B3 noob, I wonder if that's not a second account. That's not a second account for like Snedsteg or something. Dimitar, Chess Riddler, Morales. Dimitar is like a scimitar. The scimitar is an Arabian sword, like, but Dimitar is a Bulgarian name. All right. Chess Riddler, Morales, Troll in a Roll. Richard Brenton is here. Ruslan Bear, Azerbaijan. Thank you guys for helping me reach the donation goal. Richard Brenton playing no small part in helping that happen. And yeah. All right, folks. So I got my coffee. It doesn't seem to be helping. Guys, we're also streaming on YouTube on Video Chess Training. That's my YouTube channel. All one word, Video Chess Training on YouTube. Isn't Branson? No. He's still on Neckar Island. Virgin? I don't know about that Virgin space thing. I think he's staying on Earth. I like Richard Branson. Not a bad guy for a billionaire. He plays chess, too. You can't be all bad if you play chess. There was a picture of Richard Branson playing chess with Bono the other day from U2. Man, Bono looked like he looked like Ozzy Osbourne. He was ancient. Bono, the lead singer of U2, playing Richard Branson in chess. No relation to Richard Branson. This is Richard Brenton. All right. So we got Sparkle Horse, B3 Noob, Dimitar, Chess Riddler, Morales, Troll in a Roll, Richard Brenton, Ruslan Baron, Azerbaijan. 9 players, guys. Let's do it. This is an arena. You can come and go as you please. I like how the Drown the Clown is there in the chat, but he's not here anymore. He's gone. What about 42? Are you playing? 42, are you playing? Get in there. You're going to play today. You make it 10. 42, get in the tournament. You're not playing. This ain't no rhino. This ain't no hippo. This ain't no rock and roll. Right? Wow, where's our friend from India? Ripunj Bansal. Last place for 42. Actually, that's impressive. Last place is 1483. Not bad. That's a solid tournament where our lowest rated player is 1483. We attract only the best here. The beginners are afraid of me, you know. I'm like a hot girl, you know, and the nerds are afraid to talk to her. I'm such a good player that the beginners are afraid to approach my stream. Yeah, we don't get enough players under 1400 because I think they're intimidated by the beginners are intimidated by the seriousness of my approach to the game. But that doesn't have to be that way. We attract intermediate players. Buttermilk ice. That's interesting. Buttermilk ice. Oh, I'm intimidated by Fisher Random Chess. You know, there was a Fisher Random Chess tournament here last week. I was like, almost tempted. There was first time for everything. Almost tempted to play Fisher Random Chess over the board, but you know, 2 days in a row. It was on my poker day. I don't know. It was on my poker day. I had a rap tournament the day before that, so it was a little too much for me. But you know, it's your Fisher random chess. Oh, and it's politically incorrect to call it Fisher random chess. You have to be some rich German guy and then make up a new name for it. Freestyle chess. Freestyle chess. That sounds cool. Chess 960. Freestyle is like, what is it? Sounds like you're like playing, you know, like with a computer or something. That's what the freestyle chess was before, wasn't it? Wasn't that they called it that when they had people and computers playing together? Like gym day. Yeah. All right, dude. You know, you're welcome back, but don't go too far. You're on a tight leash. Trolling a roll. More roll. We would prefer more roll and less troll, if you don't mind. We got 351 left. But since Bob is permabanned and Repunch has been behaving well, we don't have enough. We don't have enough trolls these days. Real shortage of trolls. I banned almost all of them. I thought my COVID was coming back today. I was like real tired. Real tired for no reason. Lack of exercise, maybe. Okay, we got 11 players now. 42 has been pushed back to the second page by the arrival of Dinekis. Let's get 12 to make it. Oh, Repunch Bonsal's in the chat. Let's get 12 to make it even. Where's Zen Chess today? My hair is not cooperating. They're canceling Budapest. Urban is canceling Budapest Pride. It's a scary dystopian world we're living in. I don't even want to talk about the news. The other day I had this horrible nightmare that everybody was like infected by these like brain parasites. You know, and then I woke up and the news was just as frightening as my nightmare. Jesus Christ. I have this, seriously, you have this like horrible nightmare and then you wake up and like read the news. And it's like just as scary or worse. The actual news is a nightmare. Okay. I wanted to go back to the nightmare. Very realistic nightmare I had, except for the brain parasites. Very strange dream. Okay, Drown the Clown is here at weighing in at 21:42. Guys, 2.5 hour casual Blitz Arena 5+3. Welcome if you're watching on YouTube. You can join our team on lichess. Go to lichess. Go to Pawnda and Horses Club. Guys, I need a link for the tournament. Do we have one? There it is. All right. There's a link to the tournament up top, the stream chat. Thank you, Asterbait. Thank you guys for supporting the stream. We're up to 1550 on our desktop machine. Kopiek. Yeah, it's like Kopiek. The Kennedy Centers. Don't even want to talk about politics. No, don't get tempted. All right, we've got 14 players now, an even number. Evil William, 42. No one new. Do we have any requests to join the team? Requests are welcome. Not required, but welcome. Whoa. All right, 11 seconds. 14 players. 5, 1. Go! We have 15 players. Zero joined at the last second. At least we got a moderator in the house. Did I see Mr. Coffee lingering around here? I don't know if I'm on click. I have click and drag enabled, and I'm a little bit worried what that means, really. Clicking makes a lot of noise, but so long as I'm not feels like I already messed up, but not completely. We'll play a Sicilian. Oh no, it's not a Sicilian. He stays in the realm of the Owen defense, opting not to go into the Sicilian. But you should take the Sicilian. Objectively. So I'm not used to playing 5+3 at all. On the stream I play we play a lot of 5+5, 7+, but when I'm not streaming, I can play 5-0, 3-2 on my phone. This time control is a bit weird for me. I don't really like to play 5+3, but we can get used to it. The reason why I'm making it 5+3 is if you do decide to berserk, you at least have a reasonable amount of time, 2.5 minutes. It's not quite completely a bullet game, although it's damn close. All right, now if I push e5, am I overextending? We've got a lot of support for that. We've got a lot of support here. This looks like an awfully good Kali system. Code. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that like 2.3 minutes is too less given your opponent has the increment. Well, that's the point. You know, I'm trying to discourage. Basically, Ripun's right. We want to make it costly to berserk. Where does my white square bishop go? What does the cow say? But b3 noob, I don't know. You know, I mean, my guess was that was Snedsteg, because Snedsteg was playing b3. But he's been real, quiet about it. So this could be a different player, or it could not be a different player. Are you going to go vote for Newsom? Well, you're misspelling Newsom, and Newsom. See, I didn't realize Newsom's problem. Like he didn't want to run for president. You get the feeling because of being governor. He like waited for his term. He waited for his term as California governor. I mean, I bet a lot of money on Newsom running for president. You know, he cost me a lot of money trolling a roll. He was supposed to run for president. I had 20+ odds. 20 to 1, 21 to 1 for Newsom to be the Democratic nominee, and he didn't throw his hat in the ring, and so I lost a bunch of money. I mean, I don't know. I think democracy will be gone by then. To be honest with you, by the time the next presidential election comes around, it'll probably be too late. We'll all be like singing allegiance to Vladimir Putin or something. But Yeah, there's speculation. He's got a podcast where he interviews like far right personalities and debates them with Steve Bannon, and don't get me started. I I don't know. It's too late, man. How about Bishop A4? Why A4? Not quite clear to me what black got out of that pawn sacrifice with B5. Yeah, vote. Dude, I might not be alive in 3 years, man. You lose 85% of your salary gambling. At least you have a salary. More than most people. I lost 25% of my crypto holdings since Trump took office. Thank God I don't have like stocks. Knight d6, bishop d6, knight d6. Knight d6 is a slightly annoying move. We don't have to do anything about that. That's fine. You do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Why go to h6 though? Does this really help me? Actually, b3 noob. Good for you. I know a lot of people like that. Right. No, I know a lot of sports bettors, and accept team request. All right. Sorry, we're in the midst of a game. Dude, I'm not seeing any team request. Maybe it must have already been accepted. Theodore said accept team request. I'm assuming somebody already accepted that team request because I don't got one here. I don't have a team request. After all. Uh-oh. Yeah, baby. Look at that. Threatening bishop takes f3. That's not very friendly. Well, there goes the checkmate. I'm not going to checkmate him. He offered me a draw. I don't know, man. The Sweden thing. It's a conspiracy theory. This player. I'm 0-1 against him? What did I lose to him in the simul? Who is this character? He who hesitates if lost. Good thing I have queen f6. Kind of need that square. He who hesitateth is losteth. Yeah, do I need to weaken my king set anymore? You guys don't think this is like Cheesy Noob? Cheesy Noob definitely not from Sweden. Alright. We gotta make a decision here. Weird. Really. Very curious play by black. The draw offer earlier. That is just queer. I don't understand who this player is, man. I really don't. They've got no bullet games. Though they play very fast. They offer draws. I mean, I don't think they're from Sweden. I don't know. How many players do we get from Scandinavia? A handful at best. It's much more likely to be from somewhere else. They just like the sound of being from Scandinavia. Usually they're really from India. But they feel that people discriminate, right? They discriminate against you. You're from India. Oh, I hate you. That's like me being American. I have to pretend I'm a Canadian because everybody hates Americans. If you're Indian, you have to pretend you're like from Sweden. The other day at poker, this guy asked me if I'm Canadian. I was like, my first reaction was be like, no, and then I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, how did you guess? How did you guess? You recognize my accent? You can't get a threat against this guy. That is really incredibly annoying and strange. I'm just going to have to take the draw. I really am getting creeped out by this account, actually. The draw for earlier was very, very strange. I'm beginning to wonder. I don't think it's Snedstag. I don't understand who this is. I might have to kick them out of the team. Unless they come forward to tell who they are. I don't know. Suspicious account. Just sacrificed the pawn for nothing. And then drew me with ease. So Theodore just sent me a request. Yeah, well, if I'd known you were a computer, I would have accepted the draw the first time. What do you do? Just throw in like the b5 pawn sack to make yourself look human? I mean, what's that about? Did you guys see that? Who plays like a perfect game while randomly sacrificing a pawn with b5 for no reason whatsoever? You know? Nothing weird or suspicious about that. I'm going to assume that Cheesy Noob is Cheesy Noob and not playing two accounts. Buttermilk Ice, if the pawn sack on d5 was for nothing, how many squares had the knight on d5 after c4? That's a weird question, man. I'm not getting it, you know. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Oh, Christ, that's a crazy move. I meant to play click move. b5's not so bad, actually. You know, I have to admit, it even crossed my mind. I've never played this against the Stonewall per se. But why not? I don't understand what is. If the pawn sack was for nothing, question mark. How many squares had the knight on d5 after c4? You're saying like the pawn sack was played So that the knight on d5 would have a square to retreat to? Or is some? It sounds like a riddle. Yeah, it's some kind of pawn sack to retreat the knight back to b6. You speak in riddles. You're like Yoda. Thank you, Yoda. Master Yoda with a very, very valid point. Maybe b5 was to give the knight a retreat square. There have to be better ways to give your knight a retreat square than to just lose a whole pawn. That's all I'm saying. My God. Yesterday I lost to a Birds opening that was a computer. Played f4 on the first move. Let your, get your guard down. And then every single move perfect after that. So creepy. You never expect the Birds opening guy to be a cheater. It's such a good idea. Play the Birds opening, move 1. If you're gonna cheat using an engine, get the opponent's guard down. Oh, those cheaters never played the Birds opening. Very uncommon. If they're gonna cheat, it's rare to see that Birds opening move 1. Birds players tend to be honest. Saludos! You're not making me any more confident that you're legit, Buttermilk Ice. In fact, you're kind of pushing me out of the direction. You're making me think, you're definitely sketchy. You might want to, go with the, right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Stuff like that. The more you say, the more suspicious I get. Suspicious. That's hard to say. It's not even a word. But for something that's not a word, it's really hard to say. Suspicious. That's why it's not a word, most likely. Saludos. Nedog's here, and he never plays anymore. Right. He's so good he doesn't need all his pawns. Of course. Of course. People who, randomly sacrifice pawns like that tend to play, a perfect game otherwise. Right? Am I right? You should really play f4 on the first move. b3 noob. That would be even less suspicious. GZ noob is getting wrecked with the Polish defense. Always sack pawns and fish a random chess. I'm terrible at fish a random chess, you know that. And I think whatever it is, it's the opening, ironically, that I'm really bad at. I guess it makes sense, right? Because in normal chess, you have opening theory to kind of guide you, and you don't have to think for yourself in the opening that much. Maybe that's ultimately the reason why I suck so bad in the openings in chess Knight 60. Because in normal chess, I don't have to really think. The moves are already known, All right, Dimitar. So Cheesy Noob went down easy. Not like his simul self. I did make a mouse slip. Dimitar, scimitar. So that makes me think that the word scimitar is related to Dimitar, but that's probably just bullshit. curved sword. He's given up his light square bishop. I love my position. I already love my position. I love you. Oh, you did it to me again. Oh, the mouse. Yeah, we're going to have to be very careful to do click move. I lost the tempo. I did not want to play that move. God damn it, Jerry. I meant to play d4. But Dimitar just moves fast. I think we've been here before. We meant to play d4. The pawn dropped on d3. I have double move entry enabled, so I can do click or drag, which is not a good setting. You know, honestly, I should go in settings, preferences, let's fix it so it's on click, because this is just not good. The drag isn't working. I got money for a new mouse, but I haven't procured it yet. We have not procured our new mouse yet. Mouse procurement. U.S. aid has stopped, you know, providing Americans abroad with funds for additional mouses or mice. Trump has cut off funding, you know. No, drags always work for me until this mouse like busted. This mouse decided that when you drag shit, it drops the pieces in random places. So I can't trust it anymore. This mouse cannot be trusted. We have extra fund for a new mouse, thanks to the kind donations, but I have yet to order. I have yet to order. Order in the court. John Roberts laying down the law. Trump's in trouble now. Roberts isn't going to take that shit. Thank God, like, someone has to rein Trump in. The only adult in the room. Morales' rating is very misleading. I agree. Morales is quite strong. And you know, oddly enough, he's not slow. You'd think, well, Morales is quite a strong player, but okay, his one flaw is that he's not that fast, but he's actually pretty quick. Plays a lot of 3-0. Now this opponent is what we have here is a failure to communicate. What we have here is an opponent who is a very practical player, and quick. Morales a bit deeper. Well, I think Morales' rating is sus. Definitely. I mean, how could he not be over? What is his rating? Is he under 2,000? Yeah, that's I don't understand. He plays games and he's still not over 2,000. How is he under 2,000? How do I play b5 without dropping my c2 pawn? What the hell am I doing on the e-file anyway? Fine. My rook's on e1. It's a King's Indian attack. Then fine. I'll move it. What is it doing on the e-file? Nothing. This is not a traditional King's Indian attack. I'm not attacking on the king side. No, I agree. Morales is a little too good. But I think he gets flagged by the hardcore bullet guys. Fancy chess. You know, and the funny thing is he's playing, what, 3-0? He hates sudden death, but he plays 3-0. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah. You missed bishop a3, Dimitar. That was, I mean, that's a really big mistake. An understandable move. I mean, I guess this isn't bad. It's not so bad. I was thinking about c4 there, but my d pawn becomes problematic. Rook a1. Freeze. Come out with your hands up. How many pawn islands do you have? 2. I have 2. We're even. We're even on pawn islands. Oh no. All right. The moment of truth has arrived. Playing on generalities isn't going to save your material here. Black's losing a pawn now. Your first place? Lukiel is first place. Let's see the standing. Why do I have the chat room on? Dimitar is in first place. There's a new player. Giashaki. Giaski. My Italian pronunciations are like perfect. 100% degen. Yeah, I mean, he's suspicious. Theodore. But don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of it. We'll get the judicial system functioning. If b3 continues to play like perfect accuracy, you know, he'll be punished. But you know, there are a lot of people who accuse everyone of being a cheater. So yeah, I didn't like the feel of his game against me either. Not the b5 pawn sack, not the draw offer, and not the way he like forced a draw with perfect play at the end. I didn't like any of it, and I already lost a game against him. Yeah, I mean it's my team. I can kick people out. I don't know. We'll take a look at it. But we only have a limited amount of information, you know, because you play one game or I play one game. It's gonna take. My God, you put your queen on the b7 square. What could possibly go wrong? You have like discovered checks. I like this rook. The roving rook. Rocking with the roller. Rolling and rocking with troll. Trolling and rocking. Rock and troll. 2600 bullet. This is blitz, different, but still. If he has 100 in accuracy, that's very high. That would be suspicious. Yeah, we'll take a look. The account has very few games to begin with. Clickbait. What do you call it? What do you call it when Astrobait misclicks? Clickbait. But okay. Theodore, you're new here, and within 5 minutes you're accusing someone of being a cheater, and you may be right, but we're gonna have to have an investigation. It's often not easy to do that in the middle of a tournament, you know. Yeah, I would assume he does play b3, given the name. Give it a name. How do I make this work? I've been trying to play g4 for like 100 moves. Oh no. That pawn might matter. Dimitar is a practical player. You remember 70 viewers here, dude. What? You know, how often did I have 70 viewers? You know, very rarely. Fancy trolling a roll. You're talking about very rare occurrences. I mean, I'm not even a partner because of the exact fact that I don't typically get 70 viewers, and I don't fucking care. It's unusual for me to have that many viewers. I don't you know, I don't appeal to noobs. To the typical noobs, anyway. Is there a mate around here somewhere? It's a funny way to play for the mate, though. Rook h1. It's like a behind the back pass. We ought to be winning somehow. No squares for my bishop, though. You are a pro, though. Bro, you are a pro. How do I get my bishop to the diagonal? This is really annoying. You can have it. It's alright. But you're dragging the game out, Dimitar. Maybe it would be best if you resigned. Sometimes it's better to resign. It's an arena, and we can both accumulate more points if you resign in this spot. Basically, it's bad for both of us that you don't resign. We really need to be practical and learn to resign in arenas. All right, so let's take a quick look now that our attention's been drawn to it. Pause. This character he's playing now, Theodore. I mean, B3 Noob had 1 inaccuracy. It's not 100% accuracy. It's 96% accuracy. It's a very good game. It's not necessarily, you know, it's not necessarily cheating. It could be, you know, but you can't be sure. And it's not going to most likely be enough evidence here to secure a conviction. So, perfect play overall. Near perfect play. Yeah. I mean, if he does this every game on a regular basis, I would be, of course, suspicious. We can't convict him based on this single game. He did make 1 inaccuracy coming up here. Bishop h3. Not on the top move list there. And white was actually winning at the end. You blundered. So I don't know. Not enough evidence there for a conviction. My game against him was also suspicious. I felt he strangely offered a draw. He strangely lost a pawn. It was all pretty weird. But here he's got 7 inaccuracies and a blunder. So I don't think so. My game was not as accurate as I thought. Based on this, I would be thinking he's not suspicious. I don't have any kind of evidence. All right, back to tournament. Yeah, I know. You're black and he's white. Wait. You're black and he's white. Yeah, I know. You blundered with bishop h3, and he's winning. After you played f5. You made an inaccuracy with bishop h3. Then you made a blunder with f5. Okay, yeah, white. He's white. He's white. Well, both sides played the opening perfectly. The game was basically perfect by both sides. What is this game? Vesselin and Topalov against Grishik. That's a very high. Yeah. How did I get that? Okay. The game was basically perfect until move 28 by both sides. But again, I don't know. You played f5. It's crazy. Bishop h3 and f5. You were kind of desperately trying to beat him. If you played more solidly, you never would have lost. I don't know, guys. Let's not jump to conclusions. All right. Giashaki is in second. Sun Prism, also suspicious. Beating Morales twice with perfect play. Let's see. While we're investigating, this is all book or something. All right, no, we got to get back to the tournament. Enough of this paranoia crap. I'm here to play. If someone's suspicious, we'll kick them out at the end of the tournament. I'm not seeing any sort of definitive evidence anyone's cheating. I'm as paranoid as the next guy, and there's reason to be paranoid of B3 Noob, given that he's a new account. He plays B3. I don't know. But no. No evidence, guys. All right, trolling the roll. Trolling the roll, go berserk. I like drag move, but I got to use click move because my mouse is busted. Troll is also cheating, but only in Chess Knight 60. I have to say I hate playing click move. It's so awkward. And you have to make that clicky sound with the mouse. It's really annoying. I'd be better off playing on my phone. I have another mouse. Wow, D5 early. That can't be right. But the question arises, how bad is it? I think I looked at this position once. I'm going to just castle. Yeah, that's right, baby. You could play D4. Grab some space. Uh-huh. Should I double the pawns? And now where do I go with my knight? Strangely enough, knight A4 actually may be... That might actually be a reasonable move. On E2, I'm congested. Knight A4, bishop A6. I don't know, guys. Some interesting ideas here, though. All right, this is funky. Let's try it. Very hyper modern play. by Sladgy here with knight a4. Wrong arrangement. All right. A hard day at work will do that to you, Morales. Morales should play on like weekend mornings or something. Morales is like the grumpy guy who like comes into the chess club after work. I prefer to play in the evening. You know, I realize how much I miss it more and more. I grew up, I mean, my first chess over the board, a lot of my first chess was played in over the board club games in the evenings. In my first 10 years of chess, we had that evening chess club theme. When I lived in New Jersey, again in Boston, and now there's no evening chess. It's just weird, you know? I'm not sure about d3, but I do have to get my bishop out at some point, so yeah. I don't want to think too much. You know, this is not a time control that's designed for thinking. I make that mistake oftentimes. Of approaching the games as if I was also thinking about, honestly, frankly, honestly, what other synonyms can I come up with? Also thinking about over the board chess. You know, there's more and more of these. There are more and more of these really fast classical tournaments. One time control, 60 minutes for the game plus 30 seconds per move, stuff like that. I mean, maybe I just have to accept the fact that it's not classical chess anymore, and play like it's rapid chess, which is what it is basically, and stop and just completely. What I've been doing is basically trying to play classical chess in rapid time control, you know, and if we make the adjustment, so I'm not a bad rapid player actually. I've always been as good in rapid as I am in classical. In fact, my rapid rating is higher than my classical rating now, although that's not necessarily that accurate. But my point is, what's my point? Knight takes d4. Oof. Troll. He's not the master of tactics. See, Troll doesn't like to calculate. He doesn't do calculation. He retired from calculation. I do both strategy and calculation. Troll just does kind of like general strategy. When I spike those occasional tactics, game over, man. That wasn't even the plan. You know, you gave it to me. It was an opportunistic moment. He doesn't do opportunistic. Funny position. Are you guys ready? Queen e1. Double exclam. Triple exclam. Undermining the c5 pawn. Well, fancy chess, when you say that, I mean, they didn't play Blitz and Rapid, or they didn't play in FIDE rated Blitz and Rapid. And what's, you know what I mean? Like, you got tournaments in India that are probably, I mean, I'm assuming there are tournaments in India that are just like, but there have to be tournaments in India that are like just not FIDE rated. Right? I mean, there have to be. There just have to be. How could everyone else be so, you know, how could everyone be so underrated? I understand they're playing online now, you know, but I bet there's tons of tournaments that are like Just not. They're not going to pay the FIDE rating fee. Like, is there an Indian rating, by the way? Did you guys hear Modi is joining Truth Social? God, that was a facepalm today. Please don't start like legitimizing that shit. Ami Michelle Beauchamp. Yes, wrong idea. Vague, but I'll take it. We're not sure if you're agreeing with me or talking about something else, but are you on Twitter? No, even before Elon Musk purchased Twitter, I hated Twitter. And I hated Elon Musk. But I felt, I just always hated Twitter. It's just annoying. No, I mean, it's like a global problem, Fancy Chess. The dictators are just winning everywhere. People like a good dictator. What can you say? It's a simple playbook, man. It's the same recipe everywhere. It's like it's getting to the point where almost every country is ruled by some kind of dictator. There's only a handful of countries left that aren't. Like the UK, France, Germany. You know, those are the big ones. I mean, they just follow the same playbook. It's easy. Look at Israel. What's happening in Israel? I mean, you can't get rid of Netanyahu. It's unbelievable. I don't know. We'll see now, though. He may have gone over the line, but he's like been done so many times. It's like Trump. They've been done so many times, and they keep coming back. So I'm supposed to play d5 there, but I mean, Modi isn't. He's not quite. It's India, and he's not. He's not like as extreme on the surface. Like that. Not a showman. But I just saw the story today. Like Modi joins Truth Social. It's like gross, dude. Did Elon Musk pay him to do that or what? Truth Social. If you get a lot of Indians signing up on Truth Social, imagine the money they would rake in. I hated Elon Musk before hating him was cool. Exactly. I don't do bandwagon stuff, guys. You know that. We don't do the bandwagon stuff. I didn't hate Elon Musk just because it's cool to hate him. I hated him because I hated him. I hated Trump also from the beginning. I don't jump on bandwagons, I'm the trendsetter in hate. Hate for accept my request. Okay. That's an order or we got 2 requests. Sherbeck and Tahir Fisher. I'm going to be inclusive and accept people from every country so long as they abide by the rules here. Oh, Is Jiashi in first place? I'm playing this kind of passively to avoid exchanges. That's an ask. You got... I'm just kidding. We like to make jokes a lot here. Why is this guy so strong? I guess he just knows how to play this opening. I'm having a little trouble getting out of the pin. Can you hear me now? Okay, the Scotch... Jesus, dude. Rookie 3? You're not just fast. We played once before. Well, I guess White has a lot of skill. Not skill. Well, skill too, but White has... potential. Probably they're young and overconfident. You're from Quebec. Wow. Yeah, I know some chess players from Quebec. Yves Morin was just at the World Senior. I was hanging out with him a little bit. He's a nice guy. And in Portugal last year, and Alexander Lassiege, an old friend of mine, sort of. Okay. So, yeah, good to have somebody here from Quebec. I'm thinking about moving to Canada. Everywhere I go, like dictators follow me around. I don't know what's up with that. Now we're almost winning a queen, but not quite. Almost. Bishop G4. Oof, that would lose a piece, dude. Bishop G4 loses a piece. Nice. I'm not interested in losing a piece. First I moved to Hungary, we had a democratic government, and then, you know, boom. It was like Orban took over. You know, and then Trump takes over the United States. I don't know, they just follow me, these guys. They follow me around. I'm a little bit unsure how to play this. Wait, that's so much time. I don't think King G7 is the best idea. But he's got 3-minute time edge. Please leave the US. I don't live in the US, Rocky Forchek. So that's what I just got done saying. Moving to Canada, food is expensive at home as well. That's the same in the States. Yeah. Yeah, Canada's not the cheapest place in the world to live, I'm sure. But, you know, it's probably worth fighting for some form of democracy. Please leave the US and take Trump with you. Nice. I already left the US 5 years ago. We already have like the pre-version of Trump where I live. I was thinking of options though. You know, if I wanted to go somewhere, Canada's one of the only good places to go. You can go to the UK, you can go to Canada, you can go to France, you go to Spain maybe. There are only, you know, a handful of countries that are really truly democratic now. This player is really cagey for the rating. And I'm serious now. He's a little too good for the rating, no? 1969. Is my queen trapped yet? I'm close to getting blown away here. Japan. Japan, a little too much culture shock. Take the Pawnda with you. I think Japan would be too much culture shock for me. Damn, dude, what is going on? Does anybody know what's going on here? Which just throwing everything at me. They have literally no fear, you know? You have literally no fear at all. Why do you have no fear? What I'm saying is, why is my opponent so fearless? Yeah. Not a good day for green cards in the US. No, this is getting really out of control. This player is definitely too strong for the rating. I was lost. I was lost. But I mean, how is weight 1776? Talking about Morales being underrated. Jesus Christ. But the thing that really shocked me the most about them, and it ended up losing the game for White, was their overconfidence. You know, normally people are overconfident because they're playing weak players all the time. Look at that game. It was horrible. Horrible by both sides. Wow. Absolutely horrible. Yeah, I got a little distracted in the chat. I got to stop that. You know, talking here in a 5+3 time control is really not a good idea. Meanwhile, Schumacher is in first place. I got to not engage with you guys on the political chat front. If you're going to play in 5+3, you really have to focus. What I don't get though is like, yeah, but a lot of games. That's a lot of games. So they just keep playing and they don't improve. Too much quick playing. I think the majority of players though are. I had this game in Rapid on last Friday. Majority of players are too aggressive. They lean toward the too aggressive side. Stronger players. I live in Hungary. Stronger players learn to respect their opponents the hard way. Queen e3 is a theoretical novelty. This is first played over the board by me last week in a in an unrated rapid tournament in Budapest. I had a really good opponent. I don't know. He wasn't high rated, but he played really well. The move Queen E2 has been played a bunch of games. So this is the game. This is the game? This is the game. This is the game? No. No, my opponent played D6. I think E4 is the engine move, actually. So we're in completely new territory here. If D3, D5. I don't know if I'm supposed to play D3. Oh no. He's like rattling off the moves. Queen E3 is new. Hungary had a big opposition rally. Saturday was the national holiday, and both the prime minister and opposition parties were giving big speeches. So some people might have seen that. All right. Queen takes D7 now. I'm out of my prep now. We're out of prep. There's no way he could have expected Queen E3. There's a very strong opposition to the government here, but they're a minority in power. I mean, the minority is out of power, and I don't know what's going to happen. It's very scary. Like, we might have to leave the EU the way it's going, which would be a disaster. Most people don't want to leave the EU. Anyways, I don't know what to do. Totally new position. What about your opposition figure there? Bishop C5 is an opposition figure. Rupunj Bansal, theoretical pro. Just playing even better than my opponent on Friday. Can't trust anybody anymore. This is unbelievable. Okay, your knight is pinned. Well, that's good. I mean, I don't want that knight like attacking my queen at this point. I think we might still be okay. Just barely. This variation isn't great for white, but it's new and it's something different to take the Schliemann F5 or Lopez a little bit out of book. It's lost its surprise value against this opponent who has faced it a couple of times already. Queen E2 is only good if you don't know it's coming. If you know it's coming, it's a relatively harmless variation. But my move Queen E3 was new, so if he's like, well, I looked at this, with bullshit, if you claim you looked at Queen E3, that's not true, I don't think I played that move in a game here, or anyone has. That was a special idea of mine that I cooked up on my own in the home lab. Well, we're probably slightly worse. What was your result? Well, I won, but the guy, he played really well. I think he was around 1800 FIDE. an older guy who I'd never met before. I'm guessing he was around 1800 FIDE, and he was fine, and he blundered in an equal position like 30 moves into the game. I misplayed it. In the opening, lost all my advantage. Well, I mean, not even advantage. It's equal. The line is equal. I misplayed it, just like I did in an online game, where, ironically, I got slightly worse against a random opponent. Nefedov, not you, someone else. So Queen E3, he played D6 instead. Queen E3, D6, D4. But all lines should be about equal. And I won the game, but again, it had nothing to do with the opening. The dude thankfully blundered in an equal position. Here we have another equal position. My result over the board against Schliemann, yeah. So it was fast. It was 10. It was 10 plus 5. 10 plus 5. I looked at the game with the computer and it said my opponent was better. He played the opening really well. Later I equalized, and then he made some kind of blunder in what would have been an equal endgame. He just hung a piece. I mean, but again, I don't intend to be able to get an advantage. This is just a means of getting out of book. Now we have a very slight edge, thanks to the broken pawn structure. B3 noob is in first place. There's a shocker. Why won't B3 noob? I don't know. B3 noob, you're not revealing that you're not Snedsteg. Do we know you? Because all players from Sweden are Snedsteg. Oh no! Oh no! Look at that beautiful move. I have to take. What a beautiful move. He sacrifices the pawn. Is it a beautiful move or just a fancy move? Both. Beautiful and fancy. That's your name, right? Oh shit, it's fancy. That's your name, right? Fancy Chess? He's Fancy Chess, so of course he makes fancy moves. What am I thinking? He would make fancy moves. So he sacked the pawn just to be fancy. Very natural. Asturbate's very quiet today. Saji Bayo. I'm an international master chess teacher. 20 years of experience. That's out of date, huh? I have like 100 years of experience. No way to defend, right? Quite possible. Well, I mean, I don't think it's ideal that you're maybe castle opposite sides. If you're playing for a draw, down an isolated pawn, I guess the truth is, if you're going to play for a draw down an isolated pawn, you probably want it to be like a very boring sort of castled on the same side type of position. You know what I mean? What you don't necessarily want is this. Not so easy though. I'm going to take that back. We need to update that bio. I don't know, man. 20 years of experience? Yeah, it's closer to 100. I read some article, some science article today that human language started like 130,000 years ago, something. That's crazy, huh? Is that all? All right. I don't like that H4 pawn being on the menu. Yeah, very subtle. Does B5 seem like a good idea? Does C5 seem like a good idea? Really? Those moves seem like, do they seem like a good idea to you? That's your king over there. Just saying. Hmm. Repunch is another one that's kind of like, makes you wonder. Oh. This is gonna be close. Where are you going? Are you sure about that? Rook C2? Yeah, that's what I thought. I think I screwed this up. Could I have taken on H5? Do you guys think I screwed this up? Now I'm lost. Oh my god. You guys want to talk about suspicious? Rupuni Bansal's accuracy was like twice as good as mine in that game. That's a little suspicious, especially in the end game stage where he's like using no time. I'll be right back. Sorry guys, I gotta pause the stream for a second. That's definitely suspicious. Plays better in end games with no time. How can I lose from a better rook endgame with my rook behind past pawn? This is unbelievable. This is a draw. A draw with perfect play for black. Now he plays suspiciously. Well, no one's going to play rook h8. I mean, that's absurd. That's the engine's #1 move. Even rook g8 is bizarre. But honestly, I thought I'm just completely winning here. But rook f8, to me, makes more sense than rook h8 or rook g8. e6, I'm winning. And now you save the game and go on to win. King c6, only move. Or king c7, e7, rook e8, and now king f4 is losing. Not losing, but I lost the win. This is extremely hard. Extremely hard for me to find the winning move in this position with no time. Or little time. Rook e5 was tough to find. This looked most natural. Now you instantly find the best move. He finds the best move. It's pretty obvious. So you could have played a5. Now I played rook e5. It's a draw. And now I actually lost the game. Again, he finds the best move. Obviously, rook e2. And it's a draw. I almost played a4. I knew a4 was a draw, probably. a3 is safer, but I decided to risk it. Rook a2. Now let's see how perfectly he played the final stage. King takes g4, b4, only winning move. Rook h8, king c7, top #1 engine move. And now b3, engine #1 move. King b6, all the moves are winning. And now you made a blunder with king c5. Blowing my cheating theory out the window. King c5 is a blunder. But I honestly don't think you can win if you don't move up. The computer says king b7. That doesn't make tons of sense. So it's a draw here still. And now h6 is losing. I mean, come on. I have to just keep checking you. It's very hard to defend this. I still think it's slightly suspicious. Oh, and look who's winning the tournament. He's won every single game. Let's see. Morales. This feels very engine-like. This game is extremely engine-like. He did make 2 blunders. I mean, we can't find any evidence. We can't find any evidence of cheating for b3 noob. Okay, that one doesn't look great. That's suspicious. 6. He beats Sun Prism. That's true. Chucky, that's true. And with 6 inaccuracies, 0 mistakes, 0 blunders. More or less a perfect game. I don't know. He's not. The account is weird, you know. It's definitely under investigation. I don't trust b3 noob. At the same time, I can't prove they're cheating. But they're definitely in the gray area between like trustworthy and I don't really know, you know. I can't like be like, oh man, b3 noob, congratulations, you won the tournament. When I mean I've banned people like more suspicious than, I mean I banned people less suspicious than b3 noob for cheating probably. So I don't know. Repunch only cheats against me. That much I'm sure about. You know, Repunch is not democratic. He only cheats against me. He immediately lost to Drown the Clown. It's not interesting for him. Oh, he forfeited. Yeah, once you cheat against me, you know, it's not even fun to cheat against someone else. Why cheat against everybody when you can just cheat against me? But I appreciate that you don't cheat against the other players. All right, guys. Well, we still got an hour left. Nah, Repunch is very careful. No, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Just in end games, just once in a while, just against me. Rook f8. Yeah, you were lost. But I mean, the technique I required for me to win that endgame was very. Then it was a draw. I wanted more. I lost. No evidence of anybody cheating in this tournament thus far. I can't. Oh no. Oh no. Guys, I'm getting this weird. Oh, good, Sicilian. That's better. B3 noob, are you like a former? Are you someone who used cheated on my stream before, who got banned? Are you a former cheater who's been reinvented in a new life? Not necessarily, right? Maybe B3 noob is legit and we haven't been lucky yet. I had a student who used to play what was it, B6 Sicilian, but this is A6, B5. That's different. Similar, but different. Still no evidence of any cheating going on in this tournament. As much as I would like there to be. I'm having trouble with my OCD. My autism. You have a few accounts. But you don't have like a whole family of accounts, like playing in my simul's and stuff or anything like that. Some people like to do that. They'll enter my simul with like 5 different accounts. It takes me a while to identify like which ones are the same person. That's always fun though. It took me like 2 years to figure out like which guy was like playing 5 different accounts in my simuls. This looks really extreme. What could possibly go wrong? This is like you're trolling me at this point. You're A, trying to lose on purpose, or B, trying to troll me. And then when's the draw offer coming? Prospectari, hi. Oh, we have a new request to join the team. All right. That might be him. Bad chess player. Oh, shit. 2504? Come on, bro. Bad cheese player. 2504? You don't have enough games. Don't have enough games. You need 100 non-bullet games. I would accept it if you had more than 100. But you're only at 50. It's too new. You know, you gotta have a little bit more. Yeah, we're definitely feeling trolled here. I'm not trusting this account at all, dude. This looks bad. You're basically trolling me at this point. You have 1700 what? 1700 what? What, bullet games? That doesn't count. Bullet doesn't count. If you had 1700 bullet games, why would you want to play in a Blitz tournament? This definitely feels like I'm being trolled. You'd have to be fucking strong to play like this. Seriously. I don't know. Everyone has an alt account. Well, I mean, what am I going to do with that, you know? Bishop takes d6. This is like trolling to the point of like insulting. You quest again with a different account. Okay. But you're not supposed to tell anybody that you have like 2 accounts. $1,500. Yeah. I didn't see anything. I don't know. Yeah, I mean this just keeps getting weirder and weirder with B3 Noob. To play like this against me, you'd almost have to be an engine. Or against anybody, not just me. I mean, any strong player. The audacity to play like this with black is big. Only a computer could play like this and get away with it, essentially. With any measure of success. It's such a radically insane opening. Looks like black's just losing now. But that's also weird. Weird. You're losing on purpose. He lost on purpose. Well, that's refreshing. That definitely removes the suspicion from this account. Or wait, maybe it makes it worse. I don't remember. The 1700 guy's in second place. That's also crazy. What has he done? Like destroyed everyone except for me? Because I barely beat that guy. What's he done? He's just played 1,000,000 games. Okay. He's super fast and underrated. The Giashaki. Weird account, but definitely better than his rating. Still, we have no hard evidence anyone's cheating in this tournament. Just vague suspicions. But I guess that's the nature of the internet. 42. 42's been awfully quiet here today. Where's 42? We've got 30 players. That's good. 42, you're still in. Very quiet, guys. We got a follow. We got a file from Evil Avelia, or I can't pronounce it. Prospect Ari. All right. Yeah, don't come in with your 2,500 account. You just intimidate people. I don't answer your question. Damn, dude. Are you serious? A prize for these computers? We're suspecting like half the players are cheating. We can't have prizes. That would just make people cheat more. I have thought about it. You know, I've thought about offering prizes, but that would become like a promotion. I'm too our stream is too informal for that. No, no prizes. It's already suspicious enough. The nature of the internet. Now we got to be very careful against this player. They should berserk. You know, he's so fast. All right, no e4 e5. You didn't answer my question. Well, nice to meet you too. He did say hi, to be fair. That's a good idea. Well, I think B3 Noob would be there. If there was a prize for absolute last, he would just lose every game like that against me. The last one. Yeah, Giashaki has an unbelievable kind of... Yeah, 17,000 bullet games. So many games. This is typical coffee house stuff by White against Accelerated Dragon. You need to rethink your approach to chess and be more be a little more, what's the word, systematic. He's playing fast, but too much emphasis on the fast. I mean, this time control is 5+3. That's extremely long blitz. It's not the longest blitz, but it's 5+3. It's practically like rapid. You can't play it like you're playing a 3-0 game, or you're gonna get wrecked. A 3-0 pace of play has no place here, although he almost got away with it against me in the first game. I didn't know what I was up against. He kind of bum rushed me in the first one. I wasn't sure what I was facing, but we're playing a player who relies on time very heavily, too much. It's worse with him resigning that guy from before. I didn't see what exactly we're talking about. This player fits a very kind of typical profile. I mean, my rook, what's my rook doing? Nothing. It's just going to get trapped, or it's going to be a problem. Yeah, he's got his plan. Now, there is a possibility here. I'm almost regretting. Almost regretting. King H8. Yeah, I don't want to take. Wow, that's subtle. I didn't want to take. I have a plan. Seeing he resigned? No. I mean, that player resigned. I mean, that was lost. He was toast. That was a legit resignation in the other game. Very much so. White is oh, F5 is just hanging. White is violently aggressive to the point of like exaggeration. He doesn't have any respect for his opponent. He just does his thing. It works to a degree, but it also, could fail really hard too. Oh. I just realized I cut myself off. We can win a pawn now. But maybe you lose a piece. I wonder how far he calculated this. You can't calculate, when you're not using any time. That becomes kind of difficult, no? I have D4. What a move. That is a really sick move. Yeah, he's like out of control. Bullet player. An out of control teenager. Yeah, I mean, he's playing bullet in a 5+3. He did really well against me in the first game. No, it seems to me like B3 noob lost on purpose against me. That's the way of deflecting. This is a really bad game on purpose. We could come up with conspiracy theories for everything. 99% of conspiracy theories don't float. I mean, it's just too easy. No, trip chess, Dr. Trip Chess, just killing everybody. But you see, he sneaks up on people. Oh no, this clown. Oh yeah, I've been working on this. Thank you for not playing knight f3, bro. That's so cowardly. Like the London system, we hate that here. G3. Bishop f3 and knight c6 is interesting. Bishop f3, c5. I had two of these on last Friday. Last Friday's rapid tournament. No, it has two different lines. I had this with Banus in the Hungarian Team Championship 2 years ago. Lost to draw an ending. So d5 is the more critical move there. Oh, my good friend Yevgeny Romanov played knight a6 against me. That might be, an interesting move. This is the main line. But this is more... Now, I had this game with Eric Cook, the Cookie Monster, on Friday. He's going to play exactly like Cookie Monster did. Because cowards always do this. Oh, nothing personal, Drown the Clown. He didn't. Okay, this is an improvement. Nothing personal. That is an improvement. Cookie Monster played knight e1 like Keith Arkle, and he was slightly worse. What I find unbelievable is Drown the Clown's lack of use of any time here whatsoever. I guess we had this once before. No time at all. That should be your name. Trades in bishop e3 is okay. That move is difficult to understand. That's seriously a move? You're just going to ignore the c4 pawn. Wow. I expected queen a4. I think that's been played against me before. But Morales is cheating again? Yeah, the account's suspicious, dude. But again, I can't kick him out. Try not to think about it. I'm going to have to really, spend some time to try to piece together whether B3 noob is legit or not. Dr. Trip Chance would be a good measure. We'll see how Dr. Trip Chance does. But, it's very amateur to lose to me on purpose to make your account not suspicious. Not a pro cheater. That's lazy. %. That's I play 97% games all the time. For a master level player, that's not a big deal. You're gonna hit that 1 in 10 games, at least. For GMs, it's gonna be 1 in 3 games are gonna be that good, maybe even more. Strong grandmasters can play 97 almost every game, but average masters are gonna hit that accuracy 1 in 10, maybe a little bit more. I don't really understand what happened here. Drown the Clown just didn't care about his c4 pawn. Oh no. I don't know what I should do there. Maybe you have something. Maybe not. Maybe this is a good move. Maybe Queen C3 is a good move. Maybe my B5 is a mistake. My knight is protected. It's like a Catalan. You can't go around accusing people of cheating because they played one good game. I mean, I do it all the time. But you shouldn't. So Drown the Clown, I mean, wow. Generally a materialistic kind of player. He's not sacrificing pawns lightly. I mean, sacrifice to c4 pawn was very random, and now he seems to have some compensation. This is a really bad move. Or maybe not. Yeah, maybe it's not. I can always sack a piece though. I have like 8 million pawns. Like 8 million pawns for a piece. Is that enough? 8 million pawns? So you have knight takes. Oh yeah. Knight takes e3. e5. No. Knight takes e3. This may be a bit much. But I feel like 8 million pawns is enough. In truth, I only have 3 pawns. So it's not 8 million pawns, it's 3. They're yeah, they are not equivalent, 8 million and 3. 8 million is more than 3. I have 3 pawns for the piece here. But the pawns are very advanced, you know? And his knight may or may not be well placed. I like black, but I mean, obviously the result could go either way. Queen takes b3 with 2 connectors. Queen takes b3, queen takes d4 check, and I end up very likely losing b5 as well. So I don't want to do that. Definitely not. Two connectors. I think it's safe I'm not going to lose. I shouldn't lose this, but winning is another question. Check. e5 takes. f6, too dangerous. All right, I'm going to trade queens. What could possibly go wrong? You're up a knight. That's all that matters. Come on. You know you want to blunder. I shouldn't have given him a tempo to get his king up. Rook e2 was probably stupid. I have no king. Knight d5. Oh, shit. He's gonna lose on time? Oh no. No! He lost on time. That's ridiculous. Come on, bro. You lost a tie here. Wait. Knight d1? Knight d1 is a draw. How could you lose on time? You're like Mr. Fast. That was a really good game. See, Drown the Clown played 19 CPL. He was apparently winning. I made a mistake. Wow. So sacking the piece was wrong. All right. Another Adrian Hellerstein. Blocked. They're blocked for some reason. We'll have to do some investigation. I don't know. You're blocked for some reason. That's not good. All right. B3 noob running away with it now. Only losing that like artificial game and drawing with me. See, Sung Prism. Oof. This looks really suspicious now. Yeah. The last game against Sung Prism is getting. It's almost the same as the other game, though. You know. Well, nothing really happened. It was a very like clean position, and then you just like hung a piece or something. I mean, you can't really. What'd you do? You lost a drawn king and pawning game. But yeah, I mean that's easily a computer could be. There's no way to know. This player is blocked for some reason, no doubt for a reason. So this game, I probably blocked them for like leaving my simul or something like that. They left the simul. All right, I'm not going to block you. You were probably blocked for leaving my simul. Don't do that again. But you can't be sure. Oh, I lost the Sun Prism. Nice. It always happens against you. Oh yeah, of course. Of course, Sun Prism. Nice. Distract me and then win by forfeit against me. Hello. That always happens against you. It's funny. That happened last time too. While I'm investigating Sun Prism's game, he wins on time against me. Very, very typical story. Yeah, sure you didn't know. But I mean, again, you can't. You see, this is the problem with cheating in online chess. Like, you can't. Even if this guy's cheating, it would take like hundreds and thousands of games to be sure if B3 Noob is cheating. I'm leaning toward yes. He's like kind of a troll, playing with us. For me, the kicker was like the disposable game. He's that game was like he lost on purpose, practically. I don't know. I'm still not sure, but yeah. All right. Anyway, Dr. Chip Chance, please don't pair me with him. He's not suspicious. He drew that guy. Oh my god, the speed guy. He drew Dr. Chip Chance. Dr. Chip Chance, yes, he got ambushed. Kraken. We haven't played any Krakens. I lost my Sun Prism's gonna like win third place because of that. Right, we still have time. The guy played Bishop E2 against me. That's a weird move, man. This is Friday. Last Friday. Never had anyone play Bishop E2 before. I guess I could go for the pawn. Just B4 right away. It looked a little risky. Mm-hmm. So, all right, now we have options. Taking was the original formula, I think. And then knight d5 is okay, but not necessarily the best. It might be best to go here. Freeze Nielsen style. Black position is... Oh, scary! Scared me. I'm so scared. Queen c8 is a bit much. Been there. Oh, h4. Very sound. h4 is very, very sound. It's a safe move. Well, Danekis isn't as bad as the Italian guy, Giascacchi, whatever, but he's also like a little wild at times. Now he's losing his central pawn. Fast and loose. Just the kind of girl your mom never wanted you to meet. Okay, it's blitz. You have to play fast, but 5-3 is not extreme. As I said, it's almost rapid. This pawn is mine now. And more pawns are on the way. Damn. More pawns on the way. They have queen d4. Oof, queen d4. It reminds me of a game I had, the game on Friday I just mentioned. Where does your queen go? To e2? Well, that's fine. Is it fine? Are you threatening me? You're threatening me with knight f5? Oof, this hurts. Ouch. Dude, you have an impacted molar. Oh my god. See, I'm not, like, Acerbate would have been all over this. It takes me 5 minutes to find knight g4. He packed himself in there. It's like a self-sealing coffin. There might be a problem. Oh no. It's a good thing you have that bishop on f1. This is why you need to use more time. Come on, guys. I played the Rapid Tournament on Friday live, and this one kid, again, playing the white side of a Kraken, B3 noob lost. He forfeited. I guess. Oh no, GS Carly. Now I'm white. The white is different. White is better. Giashaki. He seems to be gone. He left the game. It's time to get a forfeit. My first forfeit. Guys, don't be afraid to donate, support the stream. Give some gift subs. We've reached our donation goal, but you can still get gift subs. He's here now. He's here too late. Oh, he did what I did. Forfeited. I'll take the forfeit. Dr. Trip Chance is undefeated. Dr. Trip Chance with perfect score, instantly in second place, even though he's only played for like an hour. He got all those easy pairings because he came late. He did have to play chess. Chess Riddler lost about 150 rating points. Chess Riddler is slumming down on 2010. Aren't you? Aren't you a little bit lower? Maybe that's about right, actually. Chess Riddler, were you higher before? You probably have a lot of rating inflation. Rating fluctuation. All right. Schumacher, not a factor tonight. Not Schumacher's time control. Kelmax, also quick. So I lost forfeit. I lost to Repunch Bonsall. And the bear. We haven't played the bear. We haven't played bear in a while. You definitely can't berserk against him. He's too fast. What happened to Trip Chance? What happened to Troll in a Roll? I'm using this pseudo closed Sicilian move order to confuse people. Oh no. Alright. Well, no, I'm going to play the Grand Prix. Oh no, that's terrible. You're like the old man I played on Friday. I'm getting replays. No, even the old man didn't do this. Oh, that's horrible. Ruslan Bear, what are you doing? Horrible. It's the worst black side of the Grand Prix attack ever. Wow, this is really... It's really apocalyptic for black. That's seriously bad. That's about as bad as you can get. Damn. Nimzovich is literally rolling over in his grave here. Ooh, this is ugly. Damn, dude. Well, he could still survive. That's a really bad, really, really bad Grand Prix for black. Look at those juicy weaknesses. No bishops were harmed in the making of this video. Got me. Ah. He saw that. It's hard to decide which crushing move I'm going to play first. So now that. Oh no, the fork. Chester Forkington. Now his bishop might actually come to life later. Is it worth trading my knight for a rook? That's the question. It may not be worth it to actually give my knight up for a rook. The knight is so strong on c5. I think it's up for debate. We can go with the. Oh no. I think I have to do it. The sandwich. A sandwich just isn't a sandwich. Right, Asterbate? Poor Ruslan. B3 noob in first place. Dr. Tripchance in second. Dr. Tripchance playing Drown the Clown now. That's an interesting stylistic battle. What am I trying to do? Like help his light square bishop? Am I going to play b5? I think we need a new plan here. Looks like he has a new plan. He's going to try to go f6. But I can play rook b3, lateral. This is a horrible game. What's that mayonnaise? A sandwich just isn't a sandwich. We don't have that here. That's not Hellman's, right? We have Hellman's. I think. Yeah. Deflect. It's been a quiet stream, but we had a lot of players. That's annoying, dude. Can you not do that? Seriously? Can you not? You're really pissing me off. Well, I told you I was going to play rook b3. Ruslan Bear, talk about doing things the hard way. Why not just resign and then play a new game? He likes to suffer. It'd be better just, yeah, it would be definitely be better not to continue this game for black. This isn't the kind of position where you have chances for sleazing. You have 0 chances of sleazing me here. You're basically down a piece. You don't have a bishop. You're down a whole rook, effectively, because your bishop doesn't exist. Oof. This is the best his position has been the whole game. His bishop's almost existing. Look at that. Boom. He enjoys suffering. Maybe he'll take the pawn on B. B. Come on, man. Resign and go get someone else. Sun Prison with 19. I don't know, man. Isn't it weird that Snedsteg plays b3 and he's also from Sweden? But he's real quiet about it. If it's Snedsteg, he's like hiding his identity. But doesn't play like Snedsteg. Snedsteg's playing like g6. You get the feeling that b3 noob is not Snedsteg. That's just a coincidence. Don't worry. Everything is under control. So how do I win this? Easy peasy. We could guard our pawn. And then we go into g5. We'll infiltrate. Damn, this is going to take the last 18 minutes to finish this game. The Duke will not resign. He's down a pawn and the exchange in a hopeless position with like 0 chance of survival. We almost got him in like Zugzwang. He can still move his bishop back and forth. It's true. Honestly, I missed easier ways to play for a win here. I could have like sacked the b pawn and created a passer. It would probably be the proper thing to do. So now I have h file. In tandem with bishop f6, that looks pretty good. Tandems. Piece tandems. We will be entering the position. You're not going to take that. Don't take it. Don't do it. Enter at your own risk. Take on f6 and play e5. And then hope I play g5 and hang my rook on h3. Even there, I'm not 100% sure I'm lost. I might be able to hang a rook and still not be lost in this position. Oof. 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 I think we got him. No, we gotta get it. We gotta get this. I don't care about the G pawn. Get out my G pawn. We're winning on the queen side. God, this game is ridiculous. It took too long. Come on, man. You're just torturing me. Stop torturing me. This could go on forever. He's got counterplay now. So how does he stop the A pawn? Really curious. This is going to be a tough stretch, man. Stopping that pawn, that's a really tough one. How do you stop that? Bishop g6? It's too late. Oh, bishop h5. You almost stopped it. Look at that. Bishop h5. Oh no. And bishop e2. Superhuman powers. He was so close to counterplay there. Killed my chances of catching up. All right. The B3 noob's still in first. Is he gone yet? He's gone. I'm in second. Dr. Trip. No, B3 noob's gone. Dr. Trip Chance. B3 noob's probably playing on another Smurf account. Dr. Trip Chance versus our hero. Oh no. Sung Prism is suddenly winning all of his games. That forfeit victory like set him on the path. 42 stall. 42 stall. 42, you just have to beat him on time. You got a good position. Don't play too fast, 42. Don't stall, just use all your time. No, I'm serious. Like, take your time, 42. The emphasis is on him. You know, the onus is on him. He berserked. He only has 2 minutes to beat you. When they do that, you have to punish them by using all your time. All right? This isn't even about stalling. Use all your time. Play a good game. Punish him for berserking. It's not a good time control to berserk in. That's what by design. I did that for Morales. D5. We had this already recently. Other day. I'm out of my element here a little. That looks familiar. Wow. It could transpose. This is a lot like a Nimzo. I had a horrible position the other day. I lost to a computer. Now that way, he's probably not a computer. Computer plays, you know, the computer definitely goes for the other capture there. E takes is way safer for white. CD is too ambitious. He has to play ED. Lost exactly the same position. No, not stalling. I don't want him to stall Sun Prism, but he should take his time. See, he normally plays too fast. He would appreciate it. Uh-oh, Jabava's in the house. He's down 12 points of material. Oh, he didn't listen to me. Material's overrated. Queen E2? You guys know material's overrated. Okay, Queen E2 probably like the best move there. It's not against the rules to stall. I don't know what the etiquette is on that, but it's an arena. There is no etiquette, I guess. H6 doesn't feel right. But then again, I'm not sure. Dr. Tripchance is tied with me. There's still a lot of time left, so you don't really have to worry about it. It's not like the game's not going to count. Even if he stalls for 3 minutes, 45 seconds. He can't, you know, stall forever. Alright. Queen takes. Keeping my pawn structure intact. This is weird. I mean, Kelmax is a little bit provocative play by me. I guess Queen E7 was allowing D6. Yeah, what can I do? Go to allow D6? I had to play Queen G5, Queen F4. If G3... No, but I have this. Kelmax is very fearful. Another fearful player. All right, I guess B3 Noob got banned or something. He's probably playing on a different account now. Rook C1. Oh no. Oh no. This is a weird position. Oh my god. This is really bizarre. C5. I've never seen anything like that before. Look. Look, Ma. No defense. Crazy. But as I said, like, majority of players, they're too all or nothing. Somi, what's up? Sumi. So Sumi, you get that joke all the time. I mean, okay, it's a fun tournament. What's happening? Sun Prism? What happened? The game's not over. No, Sun Prism's in first place now. First place! He's playing Dr. Tripchance. Oh, the leaders are facing each other. The game may not finish in time. Dr. Tripchance berserked. Now we'll see who's stalling. We'll see who's stalling now. Oh, Dr. Tripchance with a perfect score. Not suspicious at all. No one is suspicious here. Oh man, Kelmax just isn't moving. Maybe he's stalling, but it's not going to save him. We might even have time for one more game. All right. Score is kind of, it's like slow to update, isn't it? I'm in first place for a moment anyway. We need one more. Asterbait, get in there. Asterbait, get in there. Get in the pool. Where are you? Get in the pool. Asterbait, you're not playing anybody. Asterbait, we've played 489 games. You're 11 games from 500. Oh, he is playing. He's playing Shockey now. Troll in the World did play a lot of games. Come on, guys. I got time for one more Berserk. Well, the good news is Sun Prism and Dr. Tripchance can't both win. If Dr. Tripchance wins, then I finish. Well, actually, who knows what'll happen. They're both berserking. It's a Tarish French. Yeah, Sun Prism is like God in the black side of the Tarish French. But it looks like Dr. Tripchance is good too. What a game. What a beautiful line. Oh no. The Queen C5. Interesting. Couldn't quite get in that long range Aster mate on H7. Come on, guys. Where's my opponent? Noob is gone. Calamax is playing. Gia's playing. Drown the Clown. That's hopeless anyway. He would take too long. He's playing 42. Dinekis isn't playing. Schumacher is gone. Ruslan Bear is here. He's playing with Brendan. I may not get another game, guys. By the time I get a game, it may be too late for me to add more points. Just Riddler had a tilty night, it looks like. Rupunj Bansal went to bed. The other thing that was suspicious, how well Rupunj played against me, despite the fact that the time zone there, like, he should be tired. And he still plays the young game really well. Evil William. Don't know where he's from. We're not going to get a game. And meanwhile, the leaders, the second and third place. All right, Dr. Chance has won a pawn. So they berserk, but they don't have increment. Those two bishops are nasty, especially the light squared one. Man, this looks tough. So Dr. Chance is gonna like come in, win every single game he played. No, he drew with Gia. Gia's really fast. So much for stalling. He did not stall. Sun Prism did not stall. Give him credit for that. Chess Riddler now. Oh no. We have to berserk. God, man, I don't want to play this. Do I look like I want to play? Can I play? Can we transpose to C3 Sicilian? Does this transpose to it? It does, doesn't it? This transposes to a C3 Sicilian. That's kind of crazy, doesn't it? You took with a bishop? What? That can't be right. I can't believe he took with the bishop. Tilt mode activated. I don't think this game is going to make it. Sun Prism's still playing? They're not updated. Sun Prism's in first. Sun Prism, you what? You drew? You guys drew? How could that game end in a draw? Like a draw by agreement? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Draw by agreement, cowards. All right, it's fixed. It was fixed. The fix is in. We got 0 seconds left in the tournament. Oh my god. We made it by like 1 second. Fix is in. Sun Prism gets second. Dr. Chipchan's third. How did that game end in a draw? Look at that. Fix is in. Yeah, I don't know about B3 Noob. B3 Noob. Oh, B3 Noob left after losing to Dinekis. What's that? What happened there? He didn't like losing to Dinekis. What happened? Wow, Dinekis just like smacked him. Dinekis smacked him. He played like he played again in the other game against me. Like he was human. With a crazy, crazy Sicilian. But Dianakis played a really good game. 90 CPL. I mean, 90% accuracy. Not perfect, but very good. So he got absolutely destroyed by Dianakis. But Sun Prism and how did you guys draw the last game? I don't understand. How did this game end in a draw? It wasn't a draw. Chip Chance was totally winning. Wow, so that's weird. How did it end in a draw? Chip Chance totally win. Oh, you flagged him with no material. I mean, Dr. Chip Chance flagged. White timeout draw. Yeah. You're having a bad internet day. You timed out in a winning position. Oh. Well, you were both down to like fraction. So. That was actually really back and forth. It looks like Sun Prism was actually winning this endgame with all of your pawns on the wrong color. Well, he has. Looks like he has some D4. D4 and B4. Wow. Yeah. The opening was interesting. It was the Queen C5. This feels so incorrect. But I don't really like D takes C5. I mean, I had a teammate who played that. I don't really think that's a great move. So we have Bob the Bob. Bob the Bob got accepted. Too late though. And Aiden, you have enough games? Alright. Got some good players. Sorry guys, we didn't get your good luck over the board this weekend. 6 of my team there. Oh. Alright guys, good luck. You're not playing. Richard. Okay, Sun Prism, good luck. Indeed. Well, I'm happy I won. But that's the important thing. It's not how you played the game, it's whether you win or lose. Strong tournament. Well, Sun Prism seems to be getting better. He's getting warmed up. Dr. Chip Chance, the mysterious B3 noob, Kelmax, Giashaki needs to slow down. Drown the Clown, little off today. Drown the Clown played a good game against me. Classical tournament. Sounds good. Congrats on my winning the arena. Thanks to, Chess Riddler for resigning. I mean, he could have played it out a couple more moves. Maybe I would have lost on time or not made it. You're Sherlock Holmes, Sun Prism. You live in Dartmoor. I know that. Alright, guys, anyway, for all the conspiracy theories, anyway, it was fun. We had a lot of players, 31 players, so this time control is the best yet. Acerbate got a couple wins in. How about you, Nefyadov? Move 11 even played. Oh my god. Move 11 played 3 games, and Nefyadov played 3 games? That's unbelievable. Nefyadov played 4, Move 11 played 3. This is the most players we've had, like 30 plus. It's a good time control. It allows people to berserk if they want to, but it's not really optimal for berserking, so I didn't berserk until the last game. Alright guys, thanks for the games. Thanks for your support, and don't forget to subscribe, donate some gift subs, and follow us on Video Chess Training on YouTube, here on lichess. You had a good game versus Cheesing? Okay, please feel free to share that, guys. We'll be up on Thursday. Last week I lost internet for 77 hours, and that's why there was no analysis stream. We have the games from last week we're going to go over this week. If you insist on switching your game, you can do that. All right? We're going to get our new desktop machine, and that's going to happen soon, but at the moment I'm busy filing my income taxes with Elon Musk. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. Thanks for playing. It was fun. and just say no to oligarchs. See y'all later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh.